So first off, does anyone have any shout outs that they'd like to give at all? So I want to officially, I know we've been chatting, but I want to welcome Mary Ellen to the team. And I'm so excited to have you. It's going to be great. We're going to get you started, and it's going to be fabulous. So welcome.
Thank you.
She's not on the call right now, but we have another new coach, Stephanie. And I'm really excited that both of you are starting at the same time, because I think we can all work together, and it'll be nice having someone kind of at the same pace and learning at the same time. So I think that's going to be really great. And my second shout out, I want to give a shout out to Cindy and Harry, because on the leadership level now, they're now business starters, which is awesome. So it goes from coach to business starter, and it goes up from there. I'm actually going to post a video about the leadership the leadership ladder, so we can learn a little bit more about them together. But congrats to Cindy, that's really awesome. She rocked her business last month, and she's doing great this month, so woohoo. Okay, I see a couple chats. I didn't even know that. So you can see it right in your Coach Online office. I know it's something relatively new with Beachbody, and I'm really happy about it because it gives other milestones to work towards in your business besides just the emerald rank, the diamond rank. It recognizes you for other amazing things that you're doing in your business. So I'm really excited about it, and I think it'll be great for the team. All right, guys. Any other shout outs before I get into the other stuff? Okay. I am going to share my screen because I put together a little presentation. I know, so fancy. So this kind of came to me because, let me get to it. Okay, so first of all, also thank you, Lisa. She made this amazing PowerPoint template, and I'm going to be using it for all of our trainings and things like that. So I'm pretty psyched to have Lisa done that for me. She's an amazing designer, so thank you so much. So guys, here's the deal. This sounds like such a super concept, but I think it is hard to take action on sometimes. These two things are going to set your business on fire, big time. So hear me out on this. It's going to sound simple, but let's go through this together, and I really think it's going to rock your world. Okay. We are going back to basics. This is a rally. We are all going to commit 100% to a program, and we're going to read or listen to personal development every single day. Now, I know this probably sounds like, Lindsay, duh, like really, you're doing a call on this? But I don't think that's true. Personally, doing workouts for me, super easy. Simple, I do my workout, it's short, it's easy, I get it done every day. Nutrition is a whole nother story. It's not that I eat super poorly, but am I following a program 100% to the point that I feel like I can share my journey accurately with people all the time about it? No. There have been times that I have, and the times that I have 100% committed to a program is when I feel so amazing. I have things to share. I have no question what I'm going to post about because I'm living what I want to share. I'm enthusiastic. I'm excited about it. I'm getting great results. And then at the end of that journey, I have incredible before and after, not just before and after photos to share, but before and after feelings to share. How I felt before I committed to this program and how it felt by actually achieving it, by sticking to something 100%. And PD we'll get into as well a little bit further along in the presentation. So what does it mean to actually commit to a program? This isn't kind of like I guess I'll like maybe do 21-day fix and Shakeology, and I'll start, I really got to get this done, so I'm going to start on Monday. I think you need to prepare yourself mentally, decide on a start date that's going to really work, that you can 100% commit. You're going to prepare yourself mentally. You're literally going to be like, okay, what comes easy to me and what do I know is going to be a challenge? And what am I going to do when that challenge comes? For example, for me, I know it's nutrition. So when Friday night comes and I want to just like gorge my mouth with pizza and have like 3 glasses of wine, what am I going to do to combat that? You need to mentally prepare yourself before you 100% commit. So I was talking to Carrie the other day, and I literally decided that I am going to put like little Post-its all over my house to remind myself of my why, to remind myself of my goal, to remind myself of why I want to 100% commit, because I know it's good for me and I know it's good for my business. You're going to prepare your workout space. Now, I know this sounds silly, but things actually got challenged. Like it was a huge change for me in my workout space. I ended up creating like this room as my gym that I'm in right now, whereas before I was working out in another room. And I think having that routine shooken up was like a challenge for me. So make sure you have your workout space planned, you know where you're going to do it, and you just create that routine. Next, understanding the nutrition guide and creating your food plan. Again, guys, I know that this is sort of what we tell our challengers, but I guess this is what I mean. People aren't going to want to join our journey if we're not doing it ourselves. And I'm not saying that we're going to be perfect, but can we be pretty close to perfect for 21 days? Like, can we do it? Or if it's a 60-day program, can we try our butts off for those 60 days to follow the plan to get the results we want? That's going to like just help people see how absolutely amazing these products are. Like, can we do that? Next, writing down your goals and writing down your why. I know for me personally, when I say, oh, well, I want to drink more water. I want to, I want to gain muscle mass. I want to gain 2 pounds. Like, those types of goals are great, but they're not my why. So when push comes to shove, you need a super strong why, so that when you face that challenge, like I mentioned, of whether to stick to the plan 100%, that goal probably, just thinking about the goal probably isn't going to do it. But if you think about your why, that's going to get you through. Like, for me, in this next round, my why isn't even necessarily a numbers goal. It's like to prove to myself that I can do this so that I can help my challengers get through the hard times too, because I don't want to ask them to do something that I can't do myself. So by doing that, I know that I'm going to be a better coach. I just know it. I know it in my heart. It's what I need to do at this time. So knowing that why, thinking about my challengers, thinking about all of you, like that's my why for this, my next challenge. And then this is the cool thing. Even when you're preparing to commit, you can share that part of your journey on social media too. You can say to yourselves, like, guys, I'm just being honest with you here. My nutrition has been way off. Like, I know I'm a coach, but I'm not perfect. I have my weaknesses too. But I'm going to 100% commit starting X day to X program. And I'm going to work my butt off to do this, to show, and then you can explain sort of maybe parts of your why, pieces of your why, and invite people on that journey. Because you know what? So many other people share those same struggles as you, and they're looking for a support system and an accountability partner, just like we need as well. So invite them on your journey with you. And again, I think sometimes we're telling people, we're saying, I worked out today, this is awesome, like, or, maybe every day is a challenge. And sometimes that can be like, well, are they ever on the program? Are they ever actually doing it? So don't just tell them how great these products are. Show them that you can do it too, that you're in them, that you're in this with them. We have an amazing case study from one of our leaders. And guys, I don't know about anybody else, but I have been pumped watching Liz go through this journey that she's been on. She was asked to be in the test group for 22-minute hardcore. She had just had her baby, and here she is, like, and to be totally honest, I never fully like connected with Liz before. Like, I just, you connect with some coaches and not others, but from the business side of things, watching her do this was amazing. So what did she do? And she's not someone that even likes to work out, which she's made very clear in the past. That's what makes this even cooler. She worked out every day. She ate clean, even when traveling, which we know how hard it is when you're traveling to like do this. She invested in her personal growth, which, you know, in her case was Success Starters, which is on my bucket list, by the way. I will be there with Shalene. She shared her journey. She created a product launch. So this last little quote down here, this is something that she wrote in a leadership page that I'm sharing with you guys. She said, I'm busting my buns trying to do things differently for this product launch than I have in the past. Free info groups, webinars, email lists. I feel like a real business owner going through my first real launch. Feels amazing. I think the reason she was able to have the confidence to really treat this like a real launch and to feel like a business owner, because, you know, the moms on here know that after you have a baby, your world is shaken up. Your life is about that baby and trying to like balance it all. I think the only reason she was able to like get it back together, and I know this because I experienced it myself, is because she was working out, she was eating well, and she was doing personal development. You know, because otherwise she wouldn't be able to do all this. Like, she got her confidence back, and that emotes out into the world. And that is such a powerful thing that I think sometimes we take for granted. To do well in this business, it starts on the inside. Because we're not fake. None of us on this team are fake. We're not just going to go out and say things just for the sake of saying things. So let's like rally together. Let's do our workouts, commit to a program. And I feel like what is going on with Liz, I mean, look at all the coaches she's bringing on. I don't even know how many Success Club points she got through 22-minute hardcore, but my guess is that it was like a gajillion. You know, but this is why, because she's glowing, you know, she's shining with confidence and everything. So like, I just think that that's such a strong thing. All right, so do it for you. Dig into your why. Is it a physical goal? Is it a mental goal? Is it a business goal? Decide on the program and the personal development that's best for you. Now, I'm not even saying like do the newest program out there, or, you know, my point is that do the program that is best for you based on program length. You know, for me, Hammer and Chisel was a challenge because some of the workouts were longer. And so the 22-minute hardcore is great for me because 22 minutes sounds like a mom's dream. The program length, is it 60? Are you able to commit to the 60 days, or is 21-day fix better because it's 21 days? The workout style, are you a yoga Pilates person and PiYo is like amazing for you? Are you more weightlifting driven and want to do hammer and chisel? Or do you love that boot camp style or cardio? Maybe T25 is it for you if you love that cardio thing. There are so many options. That's the great thing about Beachbody. And then lastly, I'm not just saying, so we're going to start talking about personal development. And I think too often with personal development, we just kind of hear that other people are reading certain books and we try it out for size. Seriously, guys, I want you to like pick personal development like you'd pick out a pair of pants. Like, I want it to feel good for you. I want you to like pick up that book and read it and be like, oh man, this feels right. And don't think like, I don't know social media, so I should really get something on social media. I want to learn more about network marketing, so I should get a network marketing book. I want you to really like associate this with your why for this particular, you know, time in your life. Like, you're committing to this program, you know there's going to be challenges, but why? Why do these challenges come up? And what are the tools you need to push through those challenges? So I have some examples here. I have some recommendations, and I actually have a larger list too that I can share on the team page if you'd like. But personal development is not a one-size-fits-all. There are so many different categories of personal development. I know I've basically read like from every single category because I'm obsessed with personal development books. But you know, is it a mindset thing? Are you looking for that feeling of being like, you know, pumped up and having direction in your business and wanting, you know, great success and that feeling of greatness? Is it that you want to become a better leader and learn more about entrepreneurship? Is it about self-worth and confidence and authenticity? You know, right now, this is where I'm at. And I'm reading a book called The Desire Map by Danielle Laporte. And it's literally changing my life, which I know sounds dramatic, but it actually is. So I know that it's a good fit for me right now. Is it organization or time management? Are you a procrastinator? And maybe that's like what you need help with. And maybe it is social media that you want some help with. And so Jab, Jab, Right Hook is a great one that I've read. So the point is in all this, to me, what a coach means is just trying to lead from the front. It's not trying to tell people what to do. We're not, well, some coaches are, but some coaches aren't. We aren't all nutritionists. We aren't all personal trainers. We have found this platform that is giving us the ability to help people, to show them that there is a way to find balance, that, you know, you can overcome obstacles, that you can get out of your own way, that whatever you set your mind to, you can achieve. And that is powerful. It's so powerful. And again, I know that none of us are perfect and we're not always going to be perfect, but let's try to pick a program, to pick a time frame and just commit to it 100% and see what happens. Just see what happens, you know? So I know personally it's probably been since around a 21-day fix last year that I've committed fully to workouts and nutrition 100%. Maybe that's embarrassing, but it's the truth, you know? It happens. And I'm actually not embarrassed because it's just life. And I think a lot of people can relate to it. And I think I've been pretty honest with my story. But how cool would it be? Like, that just makes it even better to 100% commit and just see what happens, because it shows everyone that if you put your mind to something, you can achieve it. Next, this isn't easy. So one, let's be each other's accountability partners, but also find someone within the team or even outside the team, someone, a challenger, someone who's doing the same program as you, who may have similar challenges as you, where you can just have little one-on-one group conversations or 3-on-1 group conversations, whatever, you know, about, you know, keeping each other on track. And then lastly, invite people. This is a chance to start at square zero and put it all out there and let people know where you're at, and then invite them on this journey with you. You know, of course, you'll be sharing on social media, but maybe they want an inside look. Maybe they want to be with you on this journey. And I just think it's going to be a beautiful thing. So that's what I have there. Let me see if I can stop sharing and gallery view, because I like seeing all of your faces. Yeah, so that's what I have. And, you know, show of hands, I would just love to know, you know, or even maybe in the chat section, like, when was the last time you 100% committed to both the workout and nutrition plan and stuck to it 100%? Like, just put in the chat, if you could write in the chat. Doing it right now, a 21-day fix extreme. Lisa, I know you did that. You've been doing that, and that's awesome. Even with wine. I mean, seriously, that's amazing. Last year. So I've got a lot of last years. And I get it, guys. Like, we get so busy sometimes with the business side of things that we kind of not forget about ourselves. We're like, oh, we know what we're doing. We don't have to totally count these containers, or we don't have to totally like meal plan. We're good to go. We're kind of running that middle road right now, January into February. Marianne, you rocked. You did. You rocked it. So let's do this again and see what happens, right? I mean, because don't you think, like, when you're not fully 100% on, do you find it's harder to share? Are you kind of like, oh, shoot, I got to be inspirational today? And you're like, I don't feel like I'm inspirational. And you don't have the goods to give. And not only that, your energy's lower. You're like kind of in a slump. You're feeling the chaos kind of creeping in. You're finding everything a little bit more overwhelming. You want to sleep instead of, you know, maybe working a little bit later or getting up a little bit earlier. You hit the snooze button more. guys, seriously, we can come up with a flippin' like amazing game plan and just do this and throw ourselves in it. Why not? Like, why not do this? Just try it. And you know what? If 60 days is too long, go to do 21 Day Fix Extreme. Like, think about that. 3 weeks. I really, truly, 100% believe that anybody can do 3 weeks. You know, anyone can. And that's powerful that we have these tools right in front of us and we're not using them all the time. And again, I don't think all the time is necessarily possible, but every once in a while, you got to bring it back to basics. And PD goes right along with that because what's that quote? I had it in my presentation. And I love it so much. The body will go where the mind, the body will go when the mind takes it. Basically, mindset matters. Sometimes our bodies are like, hell no. But if our mind says hell yes, it's going to do it anyway. The body doesn't have a choice. And that's where PD comes in as well. So just know what your challenges are that you're going to be facing and choose personal development based on that. For me, that's why I love the desire map so much. I do get overwhelmed. I put too much on my plate. I want to get back to everybody right away. I want to make everyone happy. I can't make everyone happy. I have to think about me first. And so what this book is sharing with me, it's saying, okay, Lindsay, it's not about what you want to do. It's about how you want to feel. And this has been mind-blowing for me because if you really focus on how you want to feel, then when you're faced with choices and decisions, you start to filter them and you have this compass and you're like, okay, if I say yes to this or if I do this now, is that gonna align with how I want to feel? Mind-blowing. So I'm telling you, personal development makes the biggest difference in the world. Raise of hands, who is doing personal development on a daily basis? Oh, I love you guys. Oh, Michelle, you're not raising your hand. I see you. Seriously, it makes the biggest difference, especially as us moms. And that's the thing. I know sometimes we're like, Lindsay, like, really? Our lives are crazy. Our kids are sick all the time. Like, when am I supposed to, like, do PD? And I totally get it. But even 5 minutes, 2 pages in a book makes the biggest difference for me. And it rebalances me. It refocuses and recenters me. And it just feels good. Even those 2 pages are all about me. And just that, keeping me somewhat sane. All right, so I took this from a sermon I watched today. The way we think determines the way we feel. The way we feel determines the way we act. I mean, come on. Me and the pastor, whomever a sermon that isn't necessarily a pastor, is it? This is how awful I am. I love that because that's exactly what we're talking about here. Sorry, I'm honestly never. So Kelsey, I'm excited for you. I know you were planning on going 100% with this food plan, and I'm psyched. Is it going well so far?
Yeah, it's going well so far. I was talking to Lisa a little bit about it today, and it scares me that the first time that I'm committing is 9 weeks because I've never even done 21 Day Fix. I don't even have it. My mom does, but that makes me a little bit nervous especially I'm not a mom. I'm 23, so I get invited to go out and drink like 4 times a week, and I'm not saying I need to go all the time, but it's going to be a little bit hard to balance with all the social events and stuff.
I think that, because I was talking to Carrie about this the other day, and 60 days scares me a ton. And I know I definitely don't get invitations to go out 4 nights a week, but I do want to drink wine at least 4 nights a week, sometimes usually 7. So,
yes.
So honestly, I think even saying to yourself, okay, get through 4 weeks, like give yourself that halftime just to kind of break it up, because I don't want you a week from now being like, oh my gosh, I still have however many 5 more weeks to go. Like, can I really do this? And then and then quit because of it. Like, give yourself that halftime milestone and work towards that and see where you're at. And, then you can kind of have that second half of things. It might feel a little bit more achievable that way. Like, break it down into smaller goals. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just need to also come up with like like plan ahead when I am going to go do something socially, of like eat beforehand and like plan what, like know what I am and am not going to have, and like kind of have that set in my mind and have a game plan of what I'm going to do, so that going to like a bar or brewery or whatever and everyone's drinking, it's like hard, and I don't want to be like a party pooper, but I can't do it all the time or else it's never gonna work out.
And that's the cool time. That's the cool thing, is even sharing that, being like, you know what, I'm not gonna do this all the time. Like, I like going out and having a couple bevies, but I committed 100% to this. And so, yep, I'm gonna be that girl drinking soda water at the bar. And I actually think it's cool. Like, it's not saying that I'm perfect and I'm doing this. It's, I just committed to this and I'm gonna follow through just to see what happens, you know? So I think that's awesome, and that's the kind of stuff that you can share. I love that. I think it's so great.
I saw a video that Autumn did where she'll go up and get her own drink at the bar, and it's like soda water with a lime, but people think it's alcohol. And she's
I had soda water in a wine glass this weekend. Like, it was just like San Pellegrino or whatever. Like, no one would even know that it wasn't a wine spritzer. Do people drink wine spritzers? I don't know. Anybody else have any? Hi, Seth. Happy belated birthday, fellow Piscean. Yeah, so does this sound like something you all are like wanting to rally for? Are we like singing fight song right now and, you know, being psyched about this? Like, do you see the potential in it? All right, good. So they're doing high fives up there, so. Oh, that's so cute. I wish I had my phone so I could take a picture. All right, guys, so that's what I have for you tonight. I love you all. And Lisa, did you have something? Oh, you looked like you were going to say something.
Carrie asked a question in the chat, and so I was trying to be like, don't leave.
Oh, different starts. Do you mean like us all starting at once versus?
Yeah, so I'm trying to plan this out because I really wanted to focus on this for the business, like, and the feeling of accomplishment. So I'm just like trying to, because I know I talked about with you about I need to do this for myself, but I also want to kind of launch it as a challenge group as well. So what is everybody trying to do? Like, are we as coaches all going to hop into one challenge group, the one that Heather's doing, or is everybody going rogue and doing their own thing?
Yeah, honestly, I think this is about doing it for you. And I think this is where we can team up based on we can create little pods even, like what programs do people want to do. And, you know, we can obviously talk more about this in the team page, but I feel like this isn't a one size fits all. Like, I don't even think we're all going to have start dates, nor do I want us to all have the same start date, because I want everyone to really plan this out for them so that it's achievable and so that they have time to think about their why and what they want to do and make their game plan. Obviously, Kelsey's already started. You know, Lisa's still doing her 21-day fix round. Like, we're all kind of in different places. So I think it's going to be up to us to kind of just figure out, you know, on our own. And, you know, obviously, Mary Ellen, you literally started coaching yesterday. So, like, we'll talk more about this too. But, yeah, I think that we just need to create little success pods on this almost, you know? All right, guys. I think that's it. So I will sign off, and thank you all so much for coming on. I love seeing all your faces, and I hope this was helpful. All right. Peace. 22-minute hardcore. Get some.